Hello everyone! This is... Review! Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Unnamed Drink series. That's right, this is a special series that I do. I guess I have been doing it for years, but I don't do it as often as I used to. It has no name, hence the pause at the beginning, and I just try out beverages. And this one, there's a lot of interest. I got a lot of requests for it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring back the Unnamed Drink series. I'm going to get back into the drink reviews, because quite frankly, I enjoy reviewing beverages. As a matter of fact, about 11 years ago, that's how I got my start. I was reviewing energy drinks. So we're kind of getting back to the roots, in a way. And we're going to be trying out a new drink from Coca-Cola. And it came out a few days ago. Took a little bit of a break in terms of uploading, but I'm back into it now. We're back into the groove, and we're going to be trying this out. I think it's going to be fun. Like I said, I got a lot of requests for this. And that is this new drink, again by Coca-Cola, a soda, called Coca-Cola Starlight. And you can get it in several forms. I've got right here the standard Coca-Cola Starlight. And here, likewise, is the zero sugar Starlight. And you might say, all right, Starlight, what exactly is that? It kind of sounds like space themed, right? What is this? What's so special about it? They say that it's limited edition, so you can only get it for a certain period of time, and it is space flavored. So even though it refuses to focus right there, now it does. Space flavored. What exactly does space flavor taste like? No one knows. So people are kind of taking their guess, and it's one of those drinks kind of like, not quite, but it reminds me a little bit of when Oreo, several years ago, released these mystery flavor Oreos, and everyone was trying to ponder what exactly they tasted like. So what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be trying out both of these, the regular, the zero sugar, and I'm going to give you my assessment as to what I think it tastes like. So Coca-Cola Starlight, I like the can. I'll give them credit right now. I like it. I like that sort of... looks kind of like the stars there. This galactic design. I like it. I'm a fan. Let's look at the nutrition facts, and then we will just get into the assessment. I know people will want to see what it looks like, so for this one in the bottle, I'll be pouring this out. This I'll drink out of the can. I'd assume that they both look the same. Coke Starlight nutrition facts. Serving size. This one can, this is a 7.5 fluid ounce can. 90 calories in this container. 0 grams of fat. 20 milligrams of sodium. 24 grams of sugar. So this is the sugary one. Again, 90 calories. Some of the ingredients are carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, natural flavors, fruit and vegetable juice for color, phosphoric acid, caffeine, and that's about it. The caffeine content is not specified, but I'd assume it to be inconsequential. Oh, here we go. 21 milligrams of caffeine right here, which again, at least for me, is inconsequential. I am a caffeine fiend. Starlight limited edition. So let's crack this open. We'll drink it. Then I'll cleanse my palate out with this, and then we'll see that this is water, by the way. And we'll go from there. Price-wise, it's very dependent on the circumstances, because you could get this at a retailer, be that any grocery chain, a 7-Eleven, a convenience store, etc. I've seen the bottle right here go for anywhere between $2 and $5, with inflation and all of that. The smaller cans usually you can get in like a 12-pack. I paid about $8 for a 12-pack of these, but price will vary on your location. It's going to be more expensive in some states than others, but Starlight, it has a sweet scent to it. You can't really see it, so I won't really try, but there it is. And we'll see what it tastes like. Yeah, outer space, I mean, I have some good memories of outer space. I imagine, just like you, probably in the good old days, I remember I'd be laying there stargazing sometimes, looking up and seeing some shooting stars and the different constellations, right? And I'd eat the raw meat off the floor and all that good stuff. So hopefully this is going to unlock some good memories. It's going to taste like space. Let's find out. Coca-Cola Starlight going in. Highly carbonated, as expected. Smooth. Goes down easy. Alright, this is interesting. There's a lot of different notes in this drink. And it doesn't taste like regular Coca-Cola, I will tell you that right now. Yeah, it has the carbonation and the sugariness that one would expect in these effervescent soda-type beverages, but the flavor itself is interesting. If I had to pinpoint, the qualities of this remind me of cotton candy. Just the sort of sweetness and sugariness. It just reminds me of what cotton candy tastes like, and it embodies the same sorts of qualities, very much so. So I think it tastes, again, with the sweetness of cotton candy, but then, as I kind of, swill it around for a bit and take another sip, the notes of that sweetness are there, but then it's also offset a little bit. It has that little bit of like that acidic bite, which isn't bad in terms of these sorts of sodas. I think that actually helps a little bit in terms of preventing it from being too sweet. But then I also notice this little bit of a note that almost reminds me of like a graham cracker, if you'd believe it. So it's fascinating. The prevailing flavor, I would say, in terms of this, is this sweetness, again, embodying the characteristics of cotton candy, but it's offset by also this flavor that's like a little bit of like eating a graham cracker. That's fascinating. I guess that's what space tastes like, but yeah, those are definitely the two things that I notice here. Definitely doesn't taste like your standard Coca-Cola. I'm not really tasting any sort of cherry or vanilla or any of that, but again, yeah, that cotton candy sweetness, and then like a graham cracker. It's fascinating. Really fascinating. All right, what I'm going to do next, take a sip of water here. I'm not going to sound like a broken record, I'm just going to try this out, and if it tastes the same, I'll just say that, and that'll be that. I don't think you need to hear me say the exact thing over and over. Now, I broke out the old Pilsner glass. This is the same glass that I used in my 6th review ever, long ago. So it's back in service. And we're going to be trying out the 0 sugar one now. For those of you who are feeling a bit brave and daring and would prefer to substitute the sugar for something that's even worse for you. And let's pour this out. I always love when it does that. All right. You're completely welcome to criticize my pouring skills. By the way, I admit I am no expert, nor do I ever claim to be one. And here's what it looks like. All right, as you can see, mostly I wanted to pour it out so you can get a better view of it. It's got this reddish hue to it, as you can see, and it is extremely carbonated. Look at all those bubbles. Look at all that bubble action going on. As they say, bubble action. And that said, I think you were able to be one with the space-flavored Starlight Coca-Cola. And now let's try out the zero sugar edition. Going in. You know, it's fascinating. A lot of people were requesting that I exclusively review the zero sugar one. And I don't know why that is. I mean, maybe there are people who are trying to be, health conscious and saying, oh, I don't want the sugar, etc. And I get it. It's your life, your diet. It's whatever you want to do. But I'll tell you what, the regular Starlight with the sugar blows this thing out of the water. Believe me. If you don't really care about the sugar, don't even waste your time. Don't waste your money getting the zero sugar one because it's not anywhere near as good as this. The flavors are the same, but now you know what I'm talking about. When you get one of those zero sugar things that's filled with all the synthetic, artificial stuff, you know the way it goes. You taste it, and you taste where it's like just this real synthetic, and this bitterness to it as well. That's so evident and so obvious. You can't even really. You could taste the other flavors, still some of like that cotton candy, and the same stuff as the last one. There isn't any divergence there, but it's just got that bitter bite, and not in a good way from all of the artificial stuff. So definitely, I'm not a fan of that one, the zero sugar Starlight. The general flavors are the same, but yeah, that artificial bitterness, I don't like it. Not a fan. Definitely, again, if you don't really mind, go with the regular one. Just get it with the actual sugar because it's going to taste a whole lot better. But, it's up to you. You do what's right for you. But I'm just saying, taste of this is far superior to this. Alright, out of 10, what am I going to rate these? Because I like the way it tastes. I think it's cool. I think it's unique. It's inventive. And, yes, I don't really necessarily agree that, well, I mean, what do I know? Maybe this is what space tastes like. But, either way, I still like it. I think it's a pleasant taste, sweet, but it's got some interesting notes. I am a fan. I like the Starlight. So, as a result, the regular Starlight with the regular, standard sugar and all of that, out of 10, I like it. I like the way it tastes. I'm giving that easily an 8.7 out of 10. It's quite good. And I'm not a big soda drinker anymore. I largely avoid these sugary carbonated beverages, but I like it. I am a fan. Now, the zero sugar, on the other hand, not a big fan of. It really wasn't all that happy with it. That I would actually just give probably a 4 out of 10. Below average there. It still tastes okay. It's acceptable, but definitely not something I would want to take another sip of. And all of this I'll probably wind up dumping down the drain, quite frankly, while I sip down the rest of this. So, not a fan. Not a fan of the zero sugar one, but the regular, quite good. That's all that I have for you. Thank you for tuning in and watching today's edition of the Unnamed Drink series. I'm your host, The Report of the Week. Until next time, that's all for now. Take care.